Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in today. Today I'm going to be working on a piece of Norfolk Pine. And this comes to us from my friend Mitchell. He brought this over from Hawaii, I believe he said. But I'm going to see if I can get a bowl or two out of it. It's 9 inches diameter. 8.5 on one side and 9 3/4 on the other side, but I'm going to take it over here to the bandsaw and split it. Make about 2 4-inch end grain pieces out of it. So I'll bring it over there to the bandsaw and we'll get going on it. Okay, I've not got the proper tool to keep this from rolling, but I hope that these will keep it from rolling. I'm gonna run it through here, so we'll just see how it goes, and I think it'll be all right. It seems to be pretty good and square on this side, and I'll try to keep it mashed up there. I'll get it somewhat balanced in there, and we'll just see what happens. Yeah, I think it'll be all right. Right, there's the second one. That right there is pulling a little bit, trying to yank it that away. So I really had to get over there and hold it good as I could and just be slow with it. But I need to get something that's hold this right, but it did work. So it's some pretty neat looking stuff. I don't see any cracks in it. It's good and dry. I don't know how long he's had it, but I'm gonna get it over here. I might put it on this other lathe over here. I put my chuck on it and it actually fit. So we're gonna go try it out. Alright, it's going pretty good. I decided to make somewhat a winged, give it a winged look around there, and I think I'm probably going to leave these natural chainsaw marks from whoever cut that on there, and I'm going to start cutting the bowl out and leave that on the top of the rim just to give it some character, because I think it needs some more character. And I'm going to try to leave this color on the outside. I've cut some of it off, but I'm going to try to not sand that off. I'm going to get it back going and get a recess or tenon or something on it, and we'll flip it around and I'll work on the inside. I might do a little bit of quick sanding on the outside before I flip it around, but we'll get it back going. And something's rattling on this thing too. I think it's this lid. I'll have to get some something soft for that to rest on. Maybe it'll stop that. Okay, I put that in there, and still doing it, so I don't know what it is. We'll figure that out sometime or another. Okay, I pulled the tailstock away, and that's what it is. Somehow that tailstock's rattling. I don't know what the heck it is. That's what it is. Maybe I forgot to tighten that up. That's what it was. Okay, I just measured inside of that tenon. I just did a tenon because every time I do a recess on end grain, I end up cracking something most of the time. But anyway, inside there, the top is 3 3/4. And we'll go down 3 3/8 and no more definitely than 3 1/2, but somewhere in there. And we're going to get it back going, and we'll see how it goes. as far as I'm gonna turn in there. I'm afraid I'll go through the bottom if I keep going, but it turns pretty good. A little tire out here to fix. I wrote how far to go in the depths on there because I thought I might forget. I can't hardly remember nothing no more. But I'll get that sanded up, and I'm gonna turn that other one, but I'm not gonna video that, but I'll show them both here when I get them sanded up and get ready to put a finish on them. I think that's gonna be pretty neat, that chainsaw part there. I don't know if Mitchell cut that or who cut it, but it's gonna give it some good character. Alright, I finally got these things did. I had a little bit of extra chiseling on the bottom of them. I put some resin in the bottom. Not resin, but epoxy. It dries a little faster, so don't make a mess. That resin takes so long to dry. Every time I use it, it'll just make a big mess. But I put that 5-minute epoxy in there, and I mixed charcoal dust in the epoxy, made it good, nice black color. I can't remember which one. I stopped working on them for a while, and this is about 3 weeks later or so. And one of them had a piece of something still in it, and I can't remember if it was this or that. But anyway, I put epoxy with charcoal dust in both of them, and sprayed them with shellac, a few felts of that, and I think they turned out pretty neat. Left them chainsaw marks in there. Wish that would have showed up some more. It shows up good in the other. I guess that's tree limbs, but the bottom was unlevel on this, and I ended up having to cut more off of it than I intended on, and it took that out of it. But I'd really like for it to show up on the inside. But I was afraid if I went any deeper, I'd go through the bottom and ruin it, so I didn't do that. But I'll get that other and show it to you. Now this one right here, I did some chiseling on the inside with that Fordham chisel, and I put black glaze in it, white black glaze in it, and I'll show that black glaze what I used. But I wiped all that in there, and at first I coated it with shellac, pretty good coat, and got it good and slick. And then I put the glaze in there, and got mineral spirits, and because it was kind of dry and you can't get it out, but mineral spirits, it'll thin it down where you can wipe it out somewhat. I sprayed shellac back over top of the glaze to seal it in there. If you don't seal it in there, it'll be dry, but I don't know, it'll rub off a little bit if you don't clear coat over top of it. So if you ever do any glazing, you gotta clear coat right back over top of it. But it has did good, and it ain't clashed with the finish. As far as I know, I ain't seen that it's did anything crazy. Did some dremeling, did that with a Dremel. Used some bits. I'll show them bits I used. Well, evidently I forgot to press the record button, and I was missing a few clips or something happened anyway. I was working on video and realized some stuff. I don't know what happened, but anyway, that's where I got to, and this is the bit I was gonna go get, and I just pulled that like that all the way around the bowl, and made those little lines. Use these wood burner wires on it, and also use this bit right here. Just made a bunch of random lines all the way around it, and just thought it needed a little bit more character. But then I put that glaze on there and let it soak up in them a little bit. Well, I guess that's about it for today. Don't know what I'll be working on next, but try to get something going. Sorry it took me so long to get something done. I hope to get this finished a week or 3 ago, but anyway, just couldn't seem to get nothing done. But if you stay tuned here in a little bit, I'll put a few more pictures of these on here, and might have a little bit of nature stuff. And feel free to leave me a comment. I enjoy hearing from you, and I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one.